Sky journalist shares development of Cherki's final deadline after Liverpool inquiry. Chelsea and Liverpool receive boost in search for extremely skillful Bundesliga forward. Liverpool receives green light for spectacular Rodrigo move after initial talks. Cherki, the young talent from Lyon, was on Liverpool's radar during the January transfer window, but it seems he will remain at the French club for now. Recently, Caught Offside reported that the Reds had made an inquiry for the 21-year-old midfielder, whose representatives were trying to find him a new team amid the financial crisis hitting Lyon. On Monday, a renowned European journalist brought new information about a proposal made by Borussia Dortmund to Lyon for the player. Florian Plettenberg, Sky Germany's reporter, shared on X that Borussia Dortmund made a €22.5 million offer for Cherki in the last hours, but Lyon rejected the proposal. Plettenberg also added that despite the rejection, Dortmund has not given up and is still pushing to complete the transfer. Later, he posted an update revealing that Lyon is still unwilling to release the midfielder and that negotiations are complex. When questioned by Sky, Lyon officials confirmed that several offers from Dortmund had been rejected and that the French club did not intend to continue talks about selling Cherki. Sources close to Lyon stated that Dortmund was too late in their attempts. Given this, the big question is, does Liverpool still have a chance to sign Cherki next summer? Dortmund has been much more active in recent weeks, while Liverpool seems to have adopted a more cautious approach. The recent rejection of an €18.7 million offer from Dortmund to Lyon illustrates how determined the French club is to keep their midfielder, making it even more unlikely that the Reds will make a last-minute push this transfer window. However, even though the possibility of a January transfer for Cherki to Liverpool seems slim, the interest in the young Frenchman may still be an option in the summer market. Before Dortmund's recent offer, it seemed clear that Liverpool was not planning to act this window, acknowledging that it would be difficult to bring Cherki to Anfield mid-season. The player has been shining this season, with 5 goals and 9 assists in 26 matches, showing significant numbers for Lyon, which is struggling to secure a spot in European competitions despite its serious financial problems and the threat of relegation. With a transfer for Cherki on the final day of the transfer window looking extremely unlikely, Liverpool will have more time to monitor the midfielder's performance at the Groupama Stadium. Over the next few months, the English club will be able to assess the situation more closely and perhaps make their own offer in the summer after seeing Dortmund fail in their attempts to lure him to Germany. Liverpool fan, do you believe that Liverpool should try to sign Cherki in the summer, or would it be better to focus on other targets during the next transfer window? Karim Adeyemi is showing clear signs that his future may be in the Premier League after rejecting an offer from Napoli and deciding to stay at Borussia Dortmund for the rest of this season. The 21-year-old forward has been one of the most sought-after names in the Bundesliga, attracting the interest of major clubs, including Chelsea and Liverpool, and seems inclined to wait for an opportunity in the English league rather than move to Serie A. According to Fichajes, Adeyemi chose to turn down an offer from Napoli, which was looking for a winger after Khvicha Kvaratskhelia's departure to PSG. Napoli, which had been in talks with Manchester United and the player, saw its negotiations with Alejandro Garnacho fail and quickly turned their attention to Adeyemi. However, the German player, who is impressed with 11 goals and assists in the Bundesliga, doesn't see a move to Napoli as the right step for his career at this moment. Adeyemi has higher ambitions and is eyeing a potential future in the Premier League, where he sees more chances of achieving the success he desires. Chelsea has already shown interest in Adeyemi in the past, and, although a last-minute transfer seems unlikely, the London club continues to look for young talents to reinforce their squad. Borussia Dortmund can breathe easy knowing that the forward rejected Napoli, as the German team will be happy to keep him until the end of the season, while negotiations for his sale are postponed to the near future. Liverpool is also keeping an eye on Adeyemi's situation, but is not in a rush to sign him at this time. Mohamed Salah's situation, whose future at Anfield is still uncertain, makes the Merseyside club consider Adeyemi as an interesting option for the future. Although Liverpool is not in a hurry to make an offer at the end of the transfer window, the interest in possibly signing the forward could increase in the summer when a Premier League move becomes more plausible. With Borussia Dortmund for now, keeping Adeyemi in their squad, the expectation is that the player will have another solid season before deciding what his next step will be. Therefore, the summer of 2025 may be the decisive moment for Karim Adeyemi's future, with Premier League clubs like Chelsea and Liverpool being the most likely destinations for the young forward who has big ambitions for his career. Liverpool has received an unexpected green light to proceed with a move for Rodrigo, with Real Madrid now willing to consider selling the Brazilian star, which was a surprise to many. Meanwhile, the Reds have enjoyed another calm month in the transfer market. After a quiet summer window, where only Federico Chiesa was added to the squad, manager Arne Slot maintained his cautious approach, prioritizing team consistency over seeking superstars. However, this focus on stability has not hurt Liverpool's performance. The Reds are currently at the top of the Premier League, 6 points ahead of Arsenal with a game in hand. In the Champions League, Liverpool also stood out, finishing top of their group. While the Reds focus on their performances and on closing a new deal with Mohamed Salah, who has been shining this season, the possibility of a transfer for Rodrigo arises. Negotiations over Salah's contract renewal have been a key point for the club, with the Egyptian showing an impressive level of play that has made him a favorite to win the Ballon d'Or in 2025. However, according to transfer expert Ben Jacobs, extending Salah's contract could mean that Liverpool will not have the resources to sign an immediate replacement for the 32-year-old forward. Jacobs suggested that, ideally, the club would renew with Salah and Virgil van Dijk while seeking a younger replacement in 2025 to ensure a smooth transition in the future. Regarding Rodrigo, Liverpool may be well positioned to sign him without the need for a long adaptation period. According to Spanish media, Real Madrid has always considered the Brazilian a key player for the team, but the situation could change depending on the offers that come in the market. Reports from Fichajes indicate significant interest from Saudi Arabia in the 24-year-old player, with rumors pointing to a €200 million offer. Real Madrid, in turn, expects more offers for Rodrigo this summer. Spanish newspapers like Cadena Ser and Sport have confirmed that initial talks have already taken place between Liverpool and the player, with the possibility of a transfer to Anfield becoming a real option if Salah doesn't renew his contract. Salah's future is uncertain, with his current deal expiring in a few months, and this opens the door for a possible arrival of Rodrigo, perhaps as a replacement for the Egyptian. There is also the chance that Rodrigo could play alongside Salah, considering that the Real Madrid player, although traditionally a left winger, has excelled in the right-wing position in Madrid. Speculation about Rodrigo's market value suggests that a transfer to Liverpool could involve a fee around €100 million, an amount that wouldn't be impossible for the Reds. However, despite Liverpool's evident interest, it is important to note that there are still many uncertainties about the viability of a deal at this moment, especially considering the strong interest from the Middle East, which could inflate the value of the transaction. Even with initial talks, any concrete progress in Rodrigo's transfer is still distant, and negotiations are in their early stages. Do you believe Rodrigo would be a good option for Liverpool, especially if Mohamed Salah leaves the club in the future? Thank you very much, and see you next time.